The question of decisions are very difficult. We could be thrown in with tough choices and can't even think out a decision. Because when we reflect it this way, we are damned. When we reflect it the other way, we are forked up by the worst of situation. So whichever way we turn, we are tormented by the sufferings of making wrong decision. Even I go through that difficulty, especially when I have someone close to me, not necessarily in the family, but people that I'm close to, dear friends, to the walk of time, and also acquaintances who I come to like. This very dear old friend of mine, whose daughter is going through a ordeal. She is with baby, and the doctors are giving her all kind of conflicting statements, and mostly to the bad. They have told her that first there could be suspect that her baby that she's carrying might be Down syndrome. Then it was told that it could have heart trouble since the heartbeat isn't working too well. Then from ordinary doctor to specialist to specialized equipment. And the final result is the baby is okay, but there could be fluid trouble in the stomach. There could be heart condition, since the baby have a swelling heart condition that can go from here to there. I don't understand this, but they are medical specialists, so who to question their authority. But still, the reflection of thoughts came to mind. Just going to the barber, I was sitting there deep in my thoughts, and he asked me, "You are usually a very happy person. You have a lot to talk and a lot of petty chats to make. You seem to be extra silent today." I said, "I'm kind of thinking about something that worries me a lot. It has to do with my very, very dear friend, daughter." And I explained the situation to him. He told me, "I think your friend's daughter should have the baby." I said, "Why so?" He said, "My wife, when we had our kid, the same thing was told to us." So I said, "I leave it in the hands of God. And let's see what happened." And now the daughter of ours is doing extremely well, no problem, nothing. And because we trust in God. Then I asked him, "How long was this situation when your daughter was told that she could die shortly after birth?" He said, "Some 20 years ago." Then it gave me another reflection of thought. Because this daughter of my friend wanted my opinion, treasured my opinion, and here I was practically searching for one. Then I was thinking, 20 over years ago, then technology was in quite an infancy of its reality. So that's why the situation could happen. But since this guy had so much of faith and belief, could this have been a placebo situation that turned the thing around? But then life is a mystery. I was still troubled in the evening and into the late night and got up in the early morning, and suddenly I had a flash of thought. So what I did was, when a friend called me the next day, he said, "Can you please advise what should she do? Should she abort the child? Or what should she do?" I said, "No, she should have the child." I said, "I can only give you a philosophical viewpoint. Put it this way. There was so much a complication with the kid, even from early part of inception until now. And yet the kid just kept on developing. There was no Down syndrome, there's no this and that, and everything graduated into goodness. Maybe the baby is trying to tell us something. Maybe it wants to come into this world. It wants to speak to you. Let's put it at the worst scenario. The child won't live. So what? Why should we make that kind of a decision? Maybe you just want to see your face, want to see the face of the dad or whoever else. Give the child a chance. And that's my philosophical decision. If you feel you can't take it and you have absolutely made the decision that it got to be aborted, I respect that. But give this thought a think. And I really meant that. It is a very touching and painful situation, even for myself. My name is Roy Ratte, from the Royal Astrologist. Cheers. May the year ahead bring you greatness, happiness, and good blessings.